Hi, my name is Mike Summers, and today I will be using the recent Apache Log4J vulnerability CVE 2021-44228, otherwise known as Log4 Shell, to demonstrate how an analyst can save time and resources, going from researching a vulnerability, pulling in relevant data, and then producing a report that can be provided to your stakeholders, all within ThreatConnect. As we begin this journey, we'll take the role of an analyst and walk through how they might start to learn what the Log4 Shell vulnerability is and how this may appear without ThreatConnect. On the morning of December 10th, we start off by reviewing our typical websites and blogs, which may include Bleeping Computer, ThreatPost, and the Hacker News, to see if there was anything interesting that might have dropped overnight. We immediately start to see articles about a new zero day for Apache Log4J, and as we take to Twitter, we see our favorite researchers and organizations tweeting out about Log4 Shell. After we spend a considerable amount of time diving through our different websites and trying to come up with an overview of the Log4 Shell vulnerability, we scramble to put together a report for our stakeholders. In short, Log4 Shell is a zero-day vulnerability within the logging functionality that is used by a large portion of the internet that arises from the logger trusting and executing user-provided data. Attackers are able to exploit this by sending a specially crafted string to a vulnerable server that will be executed when logged. Now, let's see how this can be accomplished within ThreatConnect, and then see how we can turn that valuable information into a production bulletin for your stakeholders. Here, we are creating the group object within ThreatConnect and applying the name of the CVE as a tag as well. We click Save to create the vulnerability object within our platform. This will take us to the object from the CVE, which has already started to perform the magic. As the data is pulled in from the National Vulnerability Database, we are able to quickly review the details about this CVE. Here you can see the details about the CVE, the CVSS score and its criticality, and the severity and metrics matrix that is provided to help the analyst in understanding the overall severity and impact that it may have on an organization. We are also pulling in any of the references that have been associated to the CVE from the National Vulnerability Database listing on their website. Here, we can highlight and copy any of the links to bring them up for additional research. As we scroll back up, we can see the associated groups. This includes any technical blogs and reports that we are bringing into the platform for quicker access and review for your analysts. We can save them the hassle of going to multiple websites to find the information they are looking for without having to leave the platform. And they can bring up the article by clicking on it directly. A quick review of the tags and the source can identify where the article came from. And my personal favorite, for those in the know, this is where all the news breaks for vulnerabilities, Twitter. Our Twitter integration searches for the CVE over the past 7 days and brings in the most recent tweets, removing retweets and setting the language to your desired preference. This is all done in a matter of seconds and brought back into the platform to be displayed for quick review. Having these integrations save our analysts time and allows them to focus on what matters most and not waste valuable cycles on collecting this intel manually. Now that we have all this intel, what are we going to do with it? The ThreatConnect platform provides a quick and easy way to generate a report that can be forwarded on to your stakeholders. By clicking on the Download PDF button, this will generate a report containing all the information that has been collected and provide all the associated articles. This is a default report that can be customized to include your organizational logo and formatted to your liking. After reviewing all the intelligence gathered and making a decision to inform the appropriate stakeholders, we can manually kick off a playbook to create a CVE bulletin review. This utilizes our built-in case management feature and allows for repeatable processes to be created through our workflow templates for your analysts to follow. With the bulletins created, This will allow for your analyst to provide an assessment of the CVE as it impacts your organization, taking into account your defense in depth measures for that holistic threat assessment view, answering the priority driven questions from your stakeholders. And finally, we can add steps that can generate a report and notify your vulnerability management team that action is required, bringing full circle the intelligence driven operations that organizations are looking for. If this has been interesting and you would like to learn more, please reach out to sales@threatconnect.com to continue the discussion. Thanks for your time.